What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse as we check out the brand new trailer for the new series, Batman Caped Crusader. And if this show is anything like the previous two superhero animated series that came out this year, we are in for an absolute treat.
I mean, you put it perfectly, because we are on a high right now for animated superhero shows. So
X-Men 97, My Adventures with Superman, we can't miss.
we really can't miss. And like you said, if this is even just like a quarter as awesome as either of those.
We have Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves all collaborating on this. It is supposed to be a noir period piece Batman. I'm so excited. Nikki, are you ready to check out the trailer?
Absolutely.
All right, guys, jumping into Batman Caped Crusader right now. Whoa, Batman!
Question on everyone's mind
Whoa,
these
don't
days.
ruin it.
What do you think about the Batman?
What do you think about the Batman?
This whole city's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Oh,
Well, he's breaking the law,
Clayface,
ain't he?
Firefly.
So they ought to catch that freak and lock him up.
Ooh.
I won't say it's gonna be easy, but catching criminals is what we do. So this one dresses up like Dracula, so what? We're gonna take him down. What do we know about this Batman?
Do you know who that is?
He's been beating the tar
Probably
out of
Renee
muggers and
Montoya.
dope peddlers out there the last few weeks.
I
He's
love
mostly
this
been
classic
seen at night driving that
animation
hot rod of
style.
his 100 miles an hour.
And now he's even attacking our brave police.
Nice car.
This man is not a hero, he's a criminal. And his time in Gotham is up.
Mischief afoot, sir?
3 explosions in 2 weeks. Peculiar. There's something more
Ugh.
going on here.
He knows too much. He's an itch that needs to get scratched.
Catwoman.
The kings don't run this court anymore. The jester does.
Bang!
Whoa, is that onomatopoeia?
Be looking at
An all-out gang war on the streets of Gotham.
This is a losing battle. 100 other monsters will show
Oh,
up to replace
hard.
anyone you take down.
Probably.
Because they have so many
But now
of
they all
them.
know I'm coming for them.
Great line. Oh, Alfred.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Oh, my gosh. So I have so many questions.
this is so very cool. What this is essentially it's a period piece representing the golden age of Batman comics.
Yeah.
To me, like the design aesthetic, the look of Gotham, everything. I think they're even going to be replicating the first appearance of Batman in a lot of ways. They have the Gentleman Ghost in this. They have all the makings of a really, really great Batman television series, and I love that to differentiate it from the iconic Batman animated series that we've had in the past.
Yeah.
We have BTAS, we have the Batman, we have the Brave and the Bold, all of them really branching out and creating their own unique stamp on the character of Batman, a character that's so iconic and so legendary.
Right.
Whereas I think they're doing kind of what the Brave and the Bold did, where that explored like the Silver Age, the campy era of Batman. This is taking Batman back to its really dark, noir, detective-inspired roots.
No, definitely. So, because, man, the aesthetic is so similar, obviously makes sense.
Mhm.
But this isn't connected to the animated series, correct?
No, this is not connected to BTAS. It's not connected to the DCU. This was in development I don't know how long before James Gunn and company took over, but it was in development for a while. We knew that Bruce Timm was going to be involved. Obviously, the tragic passing of Kevin Conroy
Right.
made things a little bit up in the air because we didn't know if he was going to be reprising the role of Batman or not. And it's really, as a lifelong Batman fan, as someone who considers Kevin Conroy to be the GOAT, like my Batman in a lot of ways, it's really hard for me to hear another voice so soon being Batman.
Yeah.
But I think Hamish Linklater, I think it's Linklater or Ladder?
I always thought it was later, because I always thought he was related to Richard.
Okay, so I'm just going to call him Hamish. I think he does a fantastic job of creating a voice that not only suits this Batman, but it's different enough from Conroy to have a unique take on the character. It's a really good voice.
Yeah, like you don't want just an imitator. You want someone that can actually perform. No, I think everyone sounded very good so far because I'm not familiar with everyone who's in it yet, but I did like the sounds of it that we got.
The cast is stacked. You have Jamie Chung as Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah, that you told me.
Yes, you have Christina Ricci as Catwoman.
Wow.
You have Diedrich Bader, who is...
he's very good.
He's been so many characters in DC. He's playing Harvey Dent, a.k.a. Two-Face. And on top of that, they have so many people involved in here. McKenna Grace is playing someone.
Jeez.
Yeah, this cast is tremendous. It's really stacked.
I need to see this now, but that's really exciting.
Yeah, I should have pulled up the full cast list because I'm forgetting a lot of names. But there are so many people involved with this series. It's really interesting to see who everyone's going to play. We got a tease of some of the villains that are going to be involved. I saw Firefly. I saw Penguin. I saw Harlequin.
with a very different design.
Yeah, I think what Bruce Timm is doing with Harley Quinn in this series is he's essentially saying like, oh, well, we created Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn was created in the 90s.
Yeah.
What if Harley Quinn was created during the time of that these comics took place? I think that's the vibe I'm getting from it. And I really love that. I love how Catwoman's back in her golden age suit.
Yeah. And what I also really like is the tone of this is clearly very adult and more mature. But I would not say it was gratuitous, which maybe that's because it's a trailer and they can't show too much. But I so far like it, and I like that it's intense, but it doesn't seem like it's violent for the sake of violence.
It's a very tame trailer, but it does show you that this will be more adult themed. Yeah. I mean, we saw corpses, we saw insects crawling on dead corpses.
Yeah.
We saw the frequent use of violence and bullets and things of that nature. So I'm really curious to see how far they push that envelope. It's a really good trailer. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to get me to not watch a Batman animated series.
I would think
it's so good. As someone who's a huge Batman comic book fan, I've been reading. My first comic was an issue of Detective Comics, an issue of Batman 457. So to see animated series explore different eras of characters and introduce that to younger generations, I think is really cool, especially with a character that has been so overexposed as Batman.
Yeah, because at this point, it's what are you gonna do anymore? What's gonna justify any work's existence at this point, unless you do something marginally different?
Yeah, and I think the Brave and the Bold did a great job of reintroducing kids and younger generations to the Silver Age campy Batman, because before Batman turned dark in the mid-'80s, he was a very... not campy, but he was a character that wasn't afraid to have team-ups and start teams and lead teams.
A little bit more optimistic. I mean, you have frickin' Adam West, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely more of the Silver Age interpretation of Batman. But now you have this series, which is taking you back to the really noir, themes and setting and pacing of the original comic books.
Right, which kind of makes sense given what the Batman was just kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the first few issues, which were noir detective stories, but Batman was just blowing people away with pistols and stuff, I think this show is going to add a lot of nuance and modern writing to that. And to have Matt Reeves involved in this has me super excited, because I love what he did with the Batman in terms of creating Gotham and creating that world.
Yeah, because talk about a work that really did establish its own identity at a super high quality.
Yeah, I think Matt Reeves, I mean, J.J. Abrams, I'm sorry, I could take him or leave him with this. I don't think his name means anything to me.
It's weird more than anything to me.
Yeah, I mean, his name has weight to it, and I'm sure it helped the show get made. But in terms of these characters...
and his creative input and
Bruce Timm and Matt Reeves, they really pique my interest for this show.
Yeah, and I think rightfully so.
If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to check out our other reactions, click the link on the page. And until next time, guys, stay versed.